Okay, so a couple years ago, I used to do something that I called Spirit Message Mondays. And basically, I just offered myself as a conduit for Spirit to come through for whoever would watch the videos. And I did really enjoy doing it, but for some reason, it just fell off my radar. So I haven't done it in a long time, but I've had quite a few people asking me to show up differently or to show up more. And so this is one of the really easy ways for me to show up and connect with spirit and intuition. And whenever I get the awkward shake like that, it means that this is significant. This is probably significant for whoever's going to watch this video, but it's also significant for me. So it's important for me to continue connecting with spirit, to allow that flow of energy to come through me. The more I practice it, the more expansive and easily that flow comes through. So I'm here to do Spirit Message Monday, given that it is Monday. And I don't pre-plan this at all, but as I was planning on showing up, as I was prepping the camera and all of that, I was like, I wonder what's going to show up. Should I clear myself of my energy before I show up? And they said no. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then I got the message, oh, that's what you're supposed to do on the video today. So this is just a really brief lesson or sample of like how one could clear their own energy so that they are more connected to intuition, to the flow of the energy that is all around us. And given what is happening in the world right now, not only the pandemic, but also everything with the anti-racism movement, I feel like this could be really helpful for people to be able to tap in to their own intuition, to know intuitively what to do or what not to do, or like how to, whether to rest, whether to advocate, whether to educate, like whatever it is that you are feeling called to do. And I feel like part of that is your own being, but part of that is divinely guided about what it is that you want to do to participate in the anti-racism movement in any ways that are in alignment with you. So I was really considering this and reflecting on this a lot in this past week about what is my role. And Spirit kept saying, you're a healer, show up as a healer. And so here I am as a healer, offering what it is that I do. I offer Spirit to come through me as a conduit in honor of healing, in honor of creating balance in my life and in the lives of others. And in doing so, it helps Mother Earth, it helps the energy everywhere. So with that being said, my offering today that Spirit wants to move through for you is a way to clear your energy. And so so Spirit is just like saying thank you for this offering coming through. And I'm just curious about whether I should explain. No, they just said do it. So I'm just going to go through what I do for clearing my energy before I work with a client, before I enter into a workshop or a space, a gathering where I'm going to be offering myself as a conduit. I want to clear and clean out my being, my energy, my essence, just to make sure that it's more expansive and open so that more clarity and more messages and more things can come through. So sometimes I use some form of smudge. So in light of that, it could be like incense or a burning of sage or something, but really it's not necessary. What I do, essentially, I'll just do it right now and you can follow along or just watch, and I'll write somewhere down the words that I use because it's a repeated, this is the wording that I use is the same. Right? And this did come through Spirit for me as an individual to use for myself before I work with clients or before I do healing on myself. So I start at my head, my crown, and then the energy above my head, which could be called like the 8th chakra, is I basically use my hands to clear, to sweep away any energy on my crown. Spirit's coming in and adding a little bit of extra there. But essentially I'm asking that Spirit cleanse my crown and my 8th chakra so that I have a clear connection to Spirit. And then I move to my eyes and my third eye. I asked that my eyes and my third eye are cleansed so that I may see clearly. I ask that my ears are cleansed so that I may hear clearly. I ask that my throat, my mouth, are cleansed so that I can speak clearly. coming to the heart space, I ask that my heart is cleansed so that I may feel clearly. Pai. I ask that my lower belly, my gut space, I ask that that is cleansed so that I may sense clearly. And I ask that my legs and my feet are cleansed, taita, so that I have a clear conduit, a clear connection with Mother Earth. And this one's an addition that came a little bit later, is that I ask that behind my body is cleansed so that I'm clear from my past. And then I ask that the front of my body is cleansed so that I am clear from my future. And then I usually do this with a feather. And then the feather stands up straight and asks me to be present in this moment. Ay, 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 ay. Kite. And usually if there's anything else that I feel like wants to come through, I add that. So if there's any extra sweeping of like pushing away of energy around me that I feel like I just need a bit more space to breathe or to be, I do that. In this case, it's pushing my energy out because Spirit wants me to be more connected with the birds and the raindrops that have started, the sunshine, the forest that I'm in. Wants me to connect more deeply to, it's showing me that I need a little bit more grounding. Great, thank you forest, thank you earth, thank you sky, thank you clouds for not dumping rain on me, but just a couple sprinkles is nice. So that's my Spirit Message Monday, and I'm hoping to keep this up fairly consistently every Monday if I can, and just offer some message from Spirit. So if you have any questions or you want to connect with me and ask about that, send me a note. I'd love to hear from you. So thanks again, and see you next Monday.